Hello, Capricorn Moon. Your love angel is Hanael. You are bringer of the morning, bringer of the new dawn. This is Pastor Rosemary. Thank you for joining us. You're very misunderstood. Moon in Capricorn. People don't understand you. They think in matters of love, they think you're stern. They think you're dogmatic. They think you don't care. They think you like money too much. They think you like materialism too much. They think you care too much about your status. What they don't understand is that you don't even pay attention to anybody, be it friend or be it lover. You don't pay attention to anybody unless you think they're important. You don't waste your time. You don't waste your time, do you? You don't waste your time on people who are time wasters. If somebody doesn't have something to offer you and yours, you and your family, you and those you care about, if they can't offer education, status, jobs, position, power, something, if they can't really offer something to you and the people that you love, then no, they're not worth your time. Why? Because you care very much about the people you love, and you want to make sure they have the best. Because it's not up to you to feed the entire world. How can you? It's up to you to simply feed yourself and those you care for. And that's what you do. And when nobody else has the ability to give anymore because they don't have the heart to give, and they don't have the money to give, and they don't have the positions or the power or anything to give, who gives at this time? You. When that happens, those with their moon in Capricorn know how to give. And you want to make sure you're not too strict with yourself. Because when you get too strict with yourself, you become angry. And when you become angry, then you want to confront others. But what you actually want to do is confront yourself. Because you know that sometimes you go overboard trying to protect yourself and others and those that you care for, and make sure that people are doing what's right rather than doing what's wrong. You want to make sure people are prudent. You want to make sure they're being honest. You want to make sure how they really feel. And you are interested in an enduring relationship. You're not interested in something frivolous, silly, and flamboyant. You are interested in something that really works. So that doesn't mean you don't like to have fun. You do. And what people really don't understand is that you're deeply, deeply psychic. Well, they find that out real quick after they get to know you. Now, why don't they pay enough attention to you? It's because you're coy. Not because you're trying to be frivolous, anything but. You're trying to be polite. You're trying to be proper. You're trying to do things right. That's what you do. And people love that. And they love you for that. What you need to do if you want people to communicate with you is you need to communicate with them. Now, you want other people to begin the communication, but other people won't. Not the type you're interested in. They won't. Because they're also the type that are trying to do what's right. And they're also the type that are prone to be dominant. And you're attracted to dominant people. If you got your moon in Capricorn, you're attracted to dominant people. That's because you know that they can, in moon in Capricorn, because you know that a dominant person in business or friendship or love can and will help you take care of you and yours. Right? So, the people that you are trying to get to be motivated to communicate with you in some manner, to text you, to come see you, to call you, whatever you want them to do, to email you, to text you, whatever, to give you answers meant just especially for you, you need to simply communicate with them first, because they think they're not necessary to you. They think that other people are necessary, but they're not necessary. And they also think that you don't take them seriously or that you don't value their talents. They think that you don't think they're worth it. So if they are worth it, now would be a good time to let them know. Let them know. If you're watching this transmission from your love angel Hanael and his minions, his angelic minions, if you're watching this transmission now, you're wondering why exactly people don't love you. They actually love you very much. They're trying to protect you, because those with the moon in Capricorn have the most tender heart, because you present with the goat aspect, but you've got the fish aspect as the tail. So that means that you're deeply psychic and you're very, very resourceful, and you will blossom into something, because the water nurturing the earth, what does that bring? That brings much fruition. But sometimes you can get too moody and too emotional, too watery, because with all that earthy, watery kind of thing, you really need that fire, because you represent fire of earth. The trees come through that fire of earth aspect. People come through fire of earth aspect. Everything that grows and walks upon the earth comes through fire of earth aspect. So you need some terrestrial fire. A little bit of that's very helpful to you. Otherwise, everything gets too damp and too cold, too yin and too cold. However, just a little bit of fire in that damp area of your life, which is your relationships with people, if your moon's in Capricorn, and it infuses into every aspect. Of course, it infuses into all your relationships, be they business, be they your relationship with your own body, be they your relationship with those that you love, your family, your friends. These areas they become too emotionally dampened and too emotionally melancholy. Therefore, you need to cheer it up with some good, heartwarming fire. There's nothing wrong with a little campfire in the middle of a rainy storm. Okay? And you are good at shielding your campfires. But you want to make sure you don't snuff it out. Because if you dampen the fire too much, there isn't any more fire left. So this will help you in your life. It'll help you grow grand oak trees to make you strong. It'll help you manifest. Because when you manifest well. And everybody gets the good results from your manifestations. Other people just misunderstand you. They don't get it. They will. As long as you get it, they'll get it. So have a little fire, a little terrestrial fire, and go ahead and begin to build and allow things to grow in your life. And don't be frightened by your own power, because Capricorn has deeply, deeply psychic roots. And those that you love and those that you are caring for in business, what they need to know is that they're important to you. And they also need to know that you want to communicate, because you're so vulnerable in your emotional area, because you care so much for caring for people, for taking care of those in your charge. Because of that, people think that you don't have their best interests at heart, but in actuality you do. They think they don't matter to you, and they think that you're too combative, but they don't understand that you're protecting yourself, protecting them, protecting everybody important to them. People don't understand that. Your ability to protect people financially and just with the physical, materialistic things that you've accumulated for these people, they're going to find out very quickly that they need you and that you're the only one who can give, because you're the only one who paid attention. You're the only one who paid attention to making sure everybody had what they needed, that you had the ability to give when it became necessary, that you had the ability to be a philanthropist, that you have the ability to have charities, to give charity. So you are misunderstood, Capricorn Moon, very misunderstood. But pretty soon in your life, you're going to find out that people are going to realize just how important you are, because, again, you will be the only one that can give. Give emotionally. Give when it comes to help with people's status and education, and give when it comes to actually being able to provide materially for them. Everybody says they want love, they want love, they want love. When people are starving, they want food. And you can give it to those you love. You don't waste your time with people who are a big waste of your time. If people don't have a way to help you and the people that you care for, if they don't have the ability to increase your status, to increase your riches, to increase your education, again, of you and yours, if they don't have that ability, they're a waste of your time. They're time wasters. You don't need to deal with them. You haven't and you won't. And the people you do deal with will feel very, very, very blessed indeed. So keep your chin up, Capricorn. And don't let the naysayers get you down just because you know how to utilize things and utilize them properly for everybody's care. Because if you have something and you don't use it, what good is it? Thank you for joining us, Capricorn Moon. Stay tuned because we're going to do a whole series on Capricorn. So stay tuned and we'll see you soon. This is Pastor Rosemary. Thank you for joining us.